Hello and welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively. And in today's program is a special one, part of our special series to conclude on the Youth Month in South Africa, where we'll be showcasing our talented youth who have done so much in the community in terms of their talent in the art. So I know a lot of the times we hear negative about some of the township from where some of this youth come from. So in today's program, you'll be hearing the conversation I had with our top two winners who basically won the Delft Youth Talent 2021, which our theme for this year was to follow your dreams. Unfortunately, due to logistics, we couldn't interview the third winner, but I will start and introduce our our third winner, which was Marshall Allen, also known as Ace, the Realist. He's a rapper, singer, a songwriter. He lives in Delft. And he works as well, which was why we couldn't really interview him. So we're going to see first his audition for this year's talent show with Delft, and then the final performance that he had. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your boy Ace the Realist, also known as Marshall Allen. I'm going to sing and rap, and this is a audition for Delft Youth Talent, so please like, comment and share as much as you can. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all. Let me step out a little classic because they don't know me. Age, I feel like changing my name so I can start fresh. I'm bottling up too much inside of me, and I'm struggling because nobody supported on me. Imagine having a mouth with the way on the cross who could dare when I see no more. This time around it's gonna be a never-ending marathon. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all. I am better than yesterday, better than a few hours ago. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm also Allen, the guy with the youth vocab, also known as D-Stuffler, but not with my brain intact. It's time to be real, yeah. And now I go by the name of Ace, cause I always got the names up my sleeve. Yeah, I'm with the realest man. One day you will know me, you will know my name, and it's all from the rooftops to my #1 fan. Even though you fall, you'll never stop believing in me. To you I'll always be a star. I've learned to love with my imperfections. I don't wish I was someone else, fight my own battles. Nevertheless, I feel that I'm constantly blessed. So wait, that I don't show them I'm one of the best. I pull up my text like I'm above the rest. I'm as calm as can be, like respect just in test. I am alive when it comes to my imagination. That's why I'm wild. I got my team with temptation, but lately they don't know me. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all. Do you know me? Do you know me at all? I guess you never knew me. You never knew me at all.
Like God, but still, I'm gonna show you how I do it. Here we go. Andikwazi ukuthetha ishikosa kodwa ilumise mntu etsekeleyo ngena yenu indiyavuya kakhulu ukuma kubantu yeyabaninzi yakuthanda ndibe quase ukuthetha isiXhosa nande kwazi yande kwazi yande kwazi nande kwazi ukuthetha isiXhosa nande kwazi yande kwazi yande kwazi nande kwazi ukuthetha lena indawo yethu ingoko kesi yeseketela uba payinjani ingabe zokumela umno asivalele kuleko jonga ufana ekaladi ufunu kopunisa umfanikisho kuluti asisekho mansizukane badala ekufundeni ekiza ilizama kurepa nomimi esihlekenyeyo ekudengelo kwazi kuzuthetha Start fast, funny. Ik ga neerzien. Als je me strapt, ik hoef het voor jou pas. Waar ik sta, zal ze nooit een dras appel zijn met mas. Ik sta vast, van. Ik ga neerzien. Naar de quasi, ja de quasi, ja de quasi. Naar de quasi, ook het eten. Nog zo man, if you want my black queen, I give you the whole of Africa. And then you will see my way, I will never the egg that was in here today. Just got the beautiful smile that no one can take away. And there's a face one, this is our first thing today. I like your personality. When you say that song, everything takes you completely swept me away. Ik sta vast van ik ga neerzien. Als je me boestrapt, ik hoef het voor jou wat pas. Waar ik sta, zal je nooit een dras appel zijn met mas. Ik sta vast van ik ga neerzien. Naar de quasi, ja de quasi, ja de quasi. Naar de quasi, you could take I am from South Africa. I am a proud citizen to be from Africa. We have different races, different faces. We have the white and the black man. I am the colored man, but we must be one man. See, yeah, we are one, see, yeah, we are one, see, yeah, we are one, yeah, we are one.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching our young, dynamic, talent rapper, singer. He's doing wonderful things, and we hope, it will continue to grow in its talent. So now we're going to watch the conversation I had with this young man again. He was the second runner-up for our Delft Youth Talent. His name is, I need to get it right, Mfuleni, and is also known as Fundi the Poet. Yes, he's a young, talented poet, and I had fun having a chat with him. He actually was our winner for the Facebook Most Likes and Most Comment Public Choice competition as well. I'm sure it will go places. Enjoy. And welcome to Impact Africa. And as you know, and as you've seen earlier on, we're still focusing on our young people. And I've got with me now a young man who was the second winner of the Delft Youth Talent 2021 by the name of Mfuleni the Poet, and that's a stage name. We'll hear more about him and hear what he does. So, Asipe, did I pronounce it well? I probably still didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did. What's your full name?
My full name is Asipe.
Asipe?
Asipe Feni.
Feni.
Yes.
Wow, that's a short one. Does Asipe mean anything?
Asipe means to grant.
To grant, okay.
Not to give.
To give,
Yeah.
Okay. So where were you born?
I was born in Gauteng.
Okay. So what brought you to Cape Town?
I was born in Gauteng,
Uh-huh.
but I never grew up in Gauteng. I was just born in Gauteng. I spent maybe 2 or 3 years.
There.
Then I came to Western Cape because my family had to move
Right.
due to, I don't know what problems.
Whatever, they
Yeah.
moved. Okay. And what's your position in your family?
My father has a lot of kids. So
African father. So what position are you in that?
I'm a twin.
Oh, you're a twin.
Yeah.
Okay, you see, identical or non-identical?
No, not identical.
Not
It's just a
identical.
few parts that I
Okay,
identify.
and he's a guy as well.
Yes,
not
a guy as
okay.
well. Yeah.
So,
I'm position number, I think the fourth
Okay,
position.
so
Yeah.
you're the fourth. So you still have other people after you?
Yes.
Okay, that's
My
good.
2 other siblings. Yeah.
Right. So where's your twin at the moment?
My twin is right now. I'm in Stellenbosch studying.
Okay.
He's at home.
Okay.
Peace-
In Western Cape, in Cape
Western
Town
Cape,
still?
yes.
Okay, okay. So he's at home, waiting to figure out what he wants to do, I guess.
Yeah. For
Right.
now, peace jobs. Then
Right. So what are you studying at Stellenbosch? What are you doing?
I'm doing social work.
Social work. How long is the course?
It's taking 4 years.
4 years. What year are you in now?
I'm doing an EDP course.
Okay.
So usually it's gonna take me 5 years.
5
But the
years.
mainstream is 4 years.
Okay.
So right now I'm currently doing second year and third year modules.
And how is that for you studying?
It's not difficult. It's not difficult. I think I'm managing.
You're managing.
But sometimes I do struggle when it comes to time management because my whole passion is in poetry. So I always squeeze poetry in that whole process.
Right. We'll go shortly now to the poetry part. So you live in Delft?
No, I don't live in
Where
Delft.
do you live?
I live in Mfuleni.
Mfuleni, which is another township
Yeah.
in the area. And so what has life been for you? Because I know such township, a lot of people hear the negative things. What are the positive things you want to share about Mfuleni with me?
About Mfuleni, I guess, first of all, yes, it's true. There are more negatives according to me than positives, but there are positives. For instance, I found my passion in poetry in Mfuleni. Mfuleni has a lot of recreational stuff, I guess, activities because
busy.
It's busy.
You know, it's a busy kind
art
of
is busy. We have rappers, we have
Right.
centers where people can
Okay,
go and
so
do
there's a
drama.
platform, you know,
Yeah.
for you to do all that.
Yeah, also sometimes the library in Mfuleni they give us space to actually showcase our talents.
Awesome.
There is soccer, there's a lot.
Oh yeah, you guys play very well. We've had one of a competition where the group were from Mfuleni twice or 3 times. They won the competition.
They
So
good.
you guys play soccer. Do you play yourself?
Before poetry, before anything, I've always convinced myself that I'm gonna be the upcoming soccer star, I guess.
So what happened?
But when poetry came,
It took over your life.
everything shifted.
So tell me now, so your stage name is Mfudi the
poet.
poet. What does Mfudi mean?
Mfundi is a Xhosa word,
Okay.
which actually means a learner.
A what?
A learner.
Okay.
Mfundi, it's a learner.
Right, okay, I see.
So the reason I called myself Mfundi, meaning a learner, I think one thing that I've realized about life is that life gets a meaning when we always pursue growth.
Okay.
And in order to grow, you always have to position yourself as a learner. So just in art and in life in general, I've realized that I have to position myself as a learner in order to keep getting better. Because especially when we perform as artists, we get a lot of audience that claps for us, snaps for us, applaud us. And sometimes that can make us to be arrogant and lose ourselves. in
Right.
that. So this name it collects me and humbles me that, hey man, this is a journey. Always humble yourself and be a learner.
Be a
So
learner.
that's why I called myself Mfundi. the
That's
poet.
deep stuff. So, what do you benefit from being a poet?
What do I benefit?
Or what is your, when I say benefit, is it, what does it do to you?
Yeah.
What does poetry do to you?
It's a good question. How I explain it, I say for me, it's freedom. That's what I benefit from poetry. It's because we live under systems, be it educational systems. Most of them, according to me, it's like they're teaching us how to think. They're kind of paving our ways that, yeah, you can be constructive thinkers, but under this system, under these formats, under this pattern. Poetry for me, there's no system, there's no condition. I get to look at life and express myself the way that I want to.
So the freedom
It's
you're
freedom
talking
for me,
about.
yeah.
Wow, that's deep. So you write your own poems, obviously?
yes.
And what do you normally write about? Life or you or other people's story? What do you write about?
Okay, firstly, when I started poetry, it was just about ideas, and then just fascinated about ideas. But now that I've grown a bit in poetry, I've realized that like meaningful poetry, true poetry, has to be about real life and real life experiences, not just fantasies. I write now about my experiences and what happens around my household and in my township. But I think at the core of my poems, I write more about the belief that something better is coming. If the poem is about heartbreak, I'll always write about, I always provide some sort of a solution. I always take an emotional route when I write my poems, but I think it's kind of motivating people. Yeah, I don't really have like a title or I write about anything, but at the core of my poems, I try to say to people, there's something better. You can go through this. You can overcome this. Yeah.
That's deep. So let's now come back to the Delft Youth Talent. Have you done other talent shows before, and how has the experience been for the Delft Youth Talent this year for you?
How has my experience been for this?
And have you done any talent show before?
Not really, but partially.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's your experience been? Because you were the winner with the audition, which is a first, with the Delft Youth Talent.
Yeah.
And even with the other talent shows, that Bold Moves has been organized and with other partners. You are the first voice we will have. It's always with the dancers or someone singing.
Yeah.
So for me, that just shows you how deep and how inspiring, what you did was to the judges. So how is that for you? And then you are now the second in the finals.
Thank you so much. Firstly, I did practice before I came to the competition, but given the level of talent that was in front of me, it was actually, in my mind I was like, anyone deserves to win because people are really amazing. It was also a tricky competition for me because it's not just a poetry competition, it's a talent competition.
Exactly.
There's music and there's dance, and if you look at our history, it's been music, it's been dance. Poetry is just underneath. So my goal is always, I was also grateful for the fact that poetry, at least people see poetry, people understand and engage in poetry. So that's also one of my goals, sing poetry there. And for me, this just gave me a confirmation that there is a space as long as we keep on pushing and taking these platforms. But I was really, really grateful and shocked at the same time because people are really good. They were performing so much. I was really grateful.
Okay. So in terms of your future, what kind of future do you want for yourself as a poet?
Okay. Right now, that's not really clear because although I'm a poet, I would like to consider myself as an artist.
Okay.
Although like my journey is poetry, I think poetry for me, although I have a lot of passion, I want it to lead somewhere. Be it filming, what I want, I can't really explain my vision right now, but the goal is to kind of own something, maybe a company, because I also want to write novels, I want to expand. So poetry is kind of a path that I'm taking to lead me there, yeah. But I guess I want to own something artistically, be it a company, but it has to do with art. It has to be with art, yeah.
Wow. Well, that's all we've got time today for because we wanted to focus on just snippet of, all our winners, just to showcase you as part of the Youth Month, for South Africa. So we're going to get you now to go and give us something, out there. So do you know what you're going to share with us and for our viewers? Has it got a title or?
Okay. Yeah, I want to perform a poem. Right now it's untitled.
Okay.
Because I haven't yet spent time on trying to label it.
And what is it about?
The poem is about, this other time, I think something had happened home. I'm staying in res. So something had happened home. And this friend of mine, a lady, I don't really expose my personal life, especially family related, unless to one of my best friends. Yeah, to other people I don't really find a need, because I don't really love sympathy. I love to handle things on my own. And I've realized that sometimes that's dangerous. Sometimes we are too strong, and that's killing us, especially as men, because we always think we got this, we got this. So the poem, this lady asked me, "Are you fine?" When we were having a conversation.
Okay.
I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool." Really, in my eyes, in my facial expression, I convinced her that I was okay.
Okay.
But we just went on with the conversation. She kept on coming back. "Are you sure you're fine?" For me, it was not a matter of she could see that I was not fine. She could feel that I was not fine. So the poem is actually talking about how heavy it is. The question of how are you? Are you fine? Because it's a daily thing. Are you good? I'm good.
You got used to it. Yeah.
It's heavy, especially when the person asking it has care. It's actually telling me that sometimes that can be a heavy question when we start to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's about that.
Deep. Take it away when you're ready.
All right. Not every story can be extracted in our eyes. Our eyes have become a safe spot for lies. We have mastered facial expressions. We smile in front of cameras. We clothe ourselves with borrowed characters just to survive the day, hoping to be alive one day. Before we sleep, we make sure to close the curtains. It is fear. It's not the cold, not the cats, not the ghosts that frighten us. We are more afraid of the eyes that peek. We do not want to be seen in defeat, struggling to handle the heat. We fear to be seen crying like babies when our pain gun points us, mocking us, forcing us to dance to it. Instead, we feed an ego that is eating us from the inside. The truth is, we are not wise. Oops, I almost forgot that we are not cut from the same cloth, so I'd rather talk about me. I am a guy that has been sleeping for a while until a question was asked. See, convincing myself to be a mechanical engineer every time I break has been my defense mechanism. For the first time I am losing. The vehicle of fake smiles is not moving. The door is too far. My feet are too numb. The windows are too small to let me out. I am out of tricks. I am held captive by a simple question. She asked, "Are you really fine?" I tried to hide, but I was already naked. I had to confront my inside and confide. For the first time, I believe I am now winning. Her presence is a present from God. She told me that exposing feelings is more necessary than a healthy diet. She made me realize that keeping feelings is an investment for a casket. So I am now careful.
Wow! I got goose pimples with that. You need to find a title for that, because especially in this season of COVID and the mental state, health of everybody, all of us, where you are in the routine of, "Are you fine? How are you?" And it's like, "Fine." You just reply, "Fine." So
it's a deep question.
It is. It is. It is. Thank you for allowing us to share, your time with you, and we look forward to more of you and the platform and wherever God is going to take you. We wish you all the best with your studies and with your poetry, and as an artist, as you said, seeing yourself more as an artist rather than being, that. So we will be sharing you have Facebook, you have Instagram pages, so we will be sharing that, on the platform, and we will want to continue to connect with you. So all the very best.
Thank you so much for the platform. I am really grateful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, guys, that's all we've got for you today. Watch out for the next person that we'll be interviewing. Wow, what a talent that young man has. Our final conversation was with our winner for this Delft Youth Talent 2021, the Rebels Dance Academy, a young group of girls and a boy, who won this year with a dance. The dance was about bullying, which is a theme that is important in this current world we live in, cyberbullying, bullying in school and so on. And, all the judges on that day, including myself, we gave them a standing ovation. They did a wonderful performance. You can go to our Bold Moves page and our Delft Youth Festival page to watch the full program. And they performed so wonderfully. I just fell in love with them. They're from Athlone in Cape Town, and they won our most Facebook competition, our most reach, most engage, and most share. So congratulations to them. Enjoy. Okay, Impact Africa, we're back, and we're still celebrating the Youth Month, and we've got this fantastic young group who won the Delft Talent 2021, the Rebels Dance Academy. And wow, what a performance you guys did. What a performance. Tell us, what was that about? What was the story behind what you did? Tell us about the dance.
My name is Chloe and I'm 10 years old. Our story was about no abusing, and our story was about you mustn't fight and you must be kind and never be rude and respect your parents and anybody and always love one another.
Wow, and you guys did so wonderful. So what was your experience? How did you find the day?
Me, actually it was very fun there. I loved everything, the performance, the judges, everybody.
And what's your name, sir?
My name is Anua. I'm 14 years old.
Okay, alright, so you enjoyed? Who else wants to talk? Anything else? Anyone wants to say? No? No, they're shy, okay. Well, now go to our moms who were supporting on that day. So moms, how was the experience for you?
Well, I was very excitingly, you guys, the judges, was very on top, and we did enjoy the day. The kids made our day, and we were so glad they took everything there.
Wow.
So it was very exciting.
Yeah, thank you for bringing all of that on that day. Wow, you guys did wonderful. So mom number 2, I'm not going to ask about the day, but how do you support them? How do you support them? In what way do you support our young dancers?
Well, I think I'm the straightforward one.
Okay.
The way I support them is by encouraging them to do better and listen. The most important thing we teach them is to respect one another, respect your peers, and respect is the thing that brings them where they are today. And that is the one thing they must take away because of what Wesley put in. He wasn't there. He was surprised when we got home. But he's actually the one person that they need to how can I say, respect the most and look up to. Because without him, believe me, without him, they won't be able to dance again.
So he's a good role model.
He's a very good role model.
Okay, so thank you, parents. Now, the coach founder of Rebels Dance Academy, Mr. Wesley. Let me first start. I know you were not there because you had other commitment that you were committed to, which just shows how you're so passionate about what you're doing with the young people. What was the experience like for you when you heard, that the one?
So I was at another place, but I was checking my phone every time because I was doing this and checking my phone and doing this and checking my phone. So I didn't actually know the one because I was just busy before they announced the winners. I knew the one the most rich and stuff like that.
Right.
And then when I came home, they said, I must come outside. But no one told me what. When I came outside, it was like, surprise! That was a good experience. I think especially with them, like I always say, like I like them to lose because we experience more. But to bring a win out there, just to encourage them that they can do it, man. And I think that's the most important part, that we can win at the end of the day.
So, with the cash, prize that you won, what are you guys going to do?
So I'm gonna buy me a Lamborghini.
Don't mind it. Without those things, you won't buy no Lamborghini.
Secondly, but okay, now with the money, so we have more competitions coming down, and like we always say, the issue is always put out with food for the day, so that money, I'm putting it away for future competitions because we're obviously gonna use it for that. So there's no parties for us, there's only trainings.
Right. Like I think she said, or I don't know who said it on the day, that to invest it back in the group. So which is awesome. Well, thank you all for your time, and I wish you all the very best for the future. I look forward to seeing you guys again, and like I said, even if you lose a competition, you keep growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what this is about. And I can't wait to follow up on your progress and to see. And you guys are friends or schoolmates? Well,
Most of them, yeah.
yes. Okay.
So most of them became friends because of the dance.
Wow. Awesome. Well, give yourself a round of applause. And then let's go to finish. We got to go RDA. Come on. Yeah, sadly, our youth are not given the opportunity and the platform to showcase their talent. And some of them, don't feel they belonging. They don't have that sense of belonging. So I hope through what we've shared with you today, which is showcasing the 3 talent we had from the Delft Youth 2021, that you've just got an insight into what we have in a community. It shouldn't be about the negative things and the challenges, which is mostly the crime, the drugs, the gangsterism, the teenage pregnancy, and everything that we're aware of that happens. But we have a lot of young ones who are really talented, they're skilled, they want to be given hope, they want to be given that platform, to exhibit their talent. They want to be, given the pat in the back to say, wow, yes, there's a future for you. So we hope through showcasing these 3 wonderful people, well, the group as well with the Rebels Academy, Dance Academy, that you've got an insight into what a youth, some of what they have and what they're able to do. And we wish all 3 of them, the group, Rebels Dance Academy, Ace the Realist, and Mfundi the Poet, we wish them all the very, very best. Keep watching this space. I'm sure they will do wonders. I'm sure they will inspire other young people from whether Athlone, Guguletu, Kalicha, all the townships and disadvantaged communities we have in Cape Town and Western Cape of South Africa. Well, this is your girl, It's been an honor and a privilege to have been part of the journey for some of these young people. And I can't wait to see what God has in stock for them in the future. Till next time, remember you can like, share, comment, you can support us in various ways. And we will share the contact details for these young people at the end so that if you want, you can invite them to come and perform or do anything you want them to do with your group, family, birthdays, anything. Thank you so much for your time. Till next time, remember to stay safe, stay blessed. God is love. Love you all. God bless.